All right, so hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com. Today is Thursday. It is the 5th, count them, day of March. And here we go. Moon in Libra is going to be void of course at 6:22 in the evening. This is going to be a long void of course. This is going to last all the way until almost 11 o'clock tomorrow, okay? So, but what has it got in store for us today? Well, I don't think things are really going anywhere over the next few days. I think we're just kind of like stuck in a little holding pattern. And it's unfortunate because I would have thought that we would have loved that moon in Libra, and it would have been an active and diplomatic Libra, having an effect on some influence on some current world events. The peacemaker, the equilibrium, the diplomat. Didn't happen. The sun is trine Jupiter at 12:14 today, and the moon is square Jupiter at 6:22 in the evening, right when that void of course happens, right? That's our last aspect that we see. So this is an interesting dynamic, yet it feels like a contradiction of sorts, and it will work that way, right? As global situations drag on, there's a hesitancy to commit to any higher level of spending on anybody's part, right? It's just happening because we don't know where prices are going or anything like that. So, but this is going to end tomorrow, okay? We need to focus on the things that we have to focus on. That sun's trine Jupiter makes it important for us to be able to do the things that we want to do without putting it on hold for too long a period of time, provided we get the right combination of things that make us want to do that. Remember, Mercury's still retrograde, though, so some folks will not be moving forward on anything till the 20th, really, to tell you the truth, and that's quite okay. Mercury retrograde is definitely working in our favor. So look, don't let negativity or anything like that bring you down, because a possibility of that with the rules and stuff like it's the first of the month, right? Last month was kind of weird because of weather and stuff like that. So if it was slow or just odd or for whatever reason, don't worry about it. It's going to the tide will turn. This is all about staying on top of technology and making sure that we're ahead of the curve. And, whether we're doing it through AI or actually using technology or improving some of the technology that we use for all of our endeavors. Remember, we don't have two paths now. We only have one path that's taken us along because we're in Pisces, and that Pisces is bringing it all out from within us, and so it doesn't serve us to be on two paths anymore. That deletes us. So let's talk about this. So what do we got? What else do we got going on here? Well, today's keyword is rules, and the color is a pearl gray, like a light gray, like a very light gray iridescent. Now, letting go of things that make us tense is all in the stars today. Jupiter is right where we need him to be. Right? That's where we need to reaffirm and reassert and be able to go forward and be like, yes, I am committed to making my home a better place. I'm committed to making my life easier. However, what else do we got? The Sun in Pisces remind us that we're moving towards a new beginning in Aries. Oh, we're starting to close out a season, right? We're starting to get it over with. As the Pisces season progresses, we're going to feel Jupiter begin to increase in importance, because Jupiter is going to start becoming that lead planet. It's already the lead planet just about, but once we hit Aries, that's really going to start to take off. And we'll really feel that Jupiter in that leadership position up until he's finally overtaken by the rest of the planets in the sun. So don't let the logic of others dictate your path. We already know where logic is going to get us, right? Mercury is retrograde. Mercury is in Pisces. It's not about logic. It's about intuition. It's about feeling. It's about timing. It's about what we're feeling, what is right for us. And, they're going to say their piece and everything like that, but don't worry about it, okay? Don't let the logic of others dictate your path. Instead, focus on expanding and improving your home. We can use the next week to reassert our status that we had previously. But for this week, we need to focus on what can make us even more effective. So we're going to be looking at the tools rather than actually their implementation. The implementation part comes next week. It's quality over quantity every time, every blessed time. So the moon in Libra feels like a missed. It feels like a missed opportunity. We missed something there, right? I'm not gonna lie. It just feels like, man, it would have been nice. And I even remember, I think I said one of the broadcasts, man, we really need that moon in Libra. Well, it's not there. It's void of course. It's gone. We're going to have a whole almost 18 hours of just a void of course moon, which is not good for negotiating anything. It's not going to be good for any of that activity. We're just going to be going along with what we have to do and getting ourselves in an agreeable state with ourselves, right? We need to satisfy ourselves first. And really, this is what this next day or so is going to be about. And look, fairness, now, it seems like it's going to seem like today, Thursday, the rules aren't going to be applied in a manner to our liking. The rules, Jupiter, that's that negative side of Jupiter. Jupiter is expansive. Jupiter is optimistic. Jupiter is good fortune. Jupiter is also the law and rules, right? And those rules sometimes just don't sit with us, especially with the eclipse that was in Aquarius, right? That's that rebel. That's that individuality. That's that wanting to break through them. Mars just emerged from that. Now Mars is in Pisces. So Mars is very much in working with us intuitively. The skewed aspects of everything that it is, and the fairness it seems like it's missing, is only temporary. Don't get yourself worked up over it, right? And just remember this, words are not going to help here. Mercury is retrograde. So just the power of our personality will remain, and think about this. Success just begets success. That's really what we have to do. We just need to focus on things that we do, look at things that are popular. I do that all the time. I look at what headlines worked for me or what typefaces worked or something like that, just so I know better what attracts people to the video offerings. Same thing with the day job. The day job, there's some things that I do, and it's just there to get folks to be able to do the things that I need to do to be successful at my job. So we have goals and dreams that are about to get bigger, and they're going to get more effective. So it's coming. It's just not going to be today. Today is for just talking to a man and having to go and nodding a lot and just walking away and doing the things that we can technology-wise to really make this work out for us. Now, the long void of course also means that we need to follow up and deliver on our personal intentions. So technology offers a few solutions. Review and revise processes, but don't expect anything to change immediately. We're going to review it, and Mercury, being retrograde, is going to come back over the point, and then we'll go back over the point again. So we will have chances to really revise and get, granular on some of the detail that we have to provide in order to be able to do these things the right way. And we have Saturn sitting right at that first degree of within the second degree of Aries right now, or third. And so that is going to be, that's time, right? And as everything moves into Aries and we have these new beginnings, that time is definitely on our side. But we have to do the work. We have to pay our dues through this, right? But zip it, okay? Don't argue. Just nod a lot, smile a lot, because attraction is going to change very, very quickly, quicker than you realize. Now, in 1853, the piano company Steinway & Sons is founded by Heinrich Steinweg, later Henry Steinway, in New York City in 1853 on this date. And our birth is we're going to stay in New York for this, 1824, James Merritt Ives. He's an American lithographer and businessman, from Currier and Ives. We talk about Nathaniel Currier quite a few times. Now we'll talk about James Ives. And he's born in New York City, and he died in 1895, and that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Let's recap, shall we? The color is pearl gray, And today's keyword is rules. The eclipse, bend them, right? Bend them. Who's at the beginning? Saturn. We have to know the rules in order to bend them. So the rules are just what we're confronting, but it's only temporary. And that's all I have for you. Today's a 5. Happy astrocatting.